There's a good reason to check your financial accounts every day, which is that there might be stuff going on there that you don't want going on there. And I've gotten into the habit of looking at my bank and credit card accounts every day. And today I saw a charge that I didn't recognize, and I looked into it, and sure enough, it wasn't supposed to be there. So somebody had hacked my card to make a purchase on Amazon, and I was able to get it reversed and get my card canceled and all that stuff. So then as I was looking at the other charges in the account, there were other charges that I didn't recognize, or, I recognized the charges but didn't know if there were more than there should be. And it was my Apple.com subscriptions, which I wasn't aware of all of them. But anyway, so it kind of got me stressed, and I noticed myself being stressed. And in the past, I would have stayed and looked further into it right then, but I had somewhere else to go right then. And I was able to get my energy out of my head into my body and intuitively decide what to do. And my body told me, get up, get away from the computer, go do what you need to do. You can do this other stuff later. So I went and did what I needed to do and came back and went back into my bank account and checked the charges, called Chase. They told me how to check my subscriptions on my phone. Sure enough, these are legitimate subscription charges, so everything's fine. And it was a good feeling to be able to get away from that sense of panic. Because in the past, I definitely would have given into it. But just to have the groundedness to be like, okay, I don't have to deal with this right now. I can step away. I dealt with the most important thing. Like, there was a charge that I definitely didn't recognize, and I contested that and was able to get it reversed. And then again, that canceled my card, so there were not going to be any other charges. So I kind of dealt with the problem at its core. And then if there were, some other transactions that needed to be reversed, I could do that later, which I looked into that, and they're fine. So rather than ruin my evening and, blow off the thing I was going to do to stay and give in to my stress, I got away from my stress, went and did what I had planned that gave me a lot of fulfillment, came back and handled this other thing. So having that presence of mind is very refreshing and calming and critical for peace of mind. So I'm glad that I've developed that. And it's really just about getting into the body, trusting my intuition, not going with my head in the crazy direction that it takes me. And it's not that hard at the end of the day. It's a very different feeling being led by your head versus being led by your body. And once you get to know the difference between the two and to trust your intuition, it becomes easier to pull yourself out of those moments when your head is sucking you into something that you shouldn't get into, and that your body knows you shouldn't get into, because you start to get a feeling in the body like of tightness and unpleasantness. And that's a sign like, hey, stop, don't go any further in this direction. Back up, get away, go the other direction. It's good to be in touch with that.